Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andi Ghaisan Maddukelleng, but you can address me as Ghaisan. So today I'm gonna tell you about Fort Somba. Now I wanna ask about: have you ever seen an old place and wondered what happened there long ago? Maybe you see a broken walls and think, was this place important before? That is the feeling I had when I learned about Fort Somba. At first, it seems like just old red bricks and open land. It feels quiet and simple, but sometimes a quiet place keeps a lot of stories inside. Fort Somba was not just a historical site. It's a place full of memories, struggle, pride, and pride. Today I will tell you why this fort is very special to us and why its stories still matter to us. Now let me reveal Fort Somba past. Fort Somba was built in 16th century by the Kingdom of Goa. At that time, Goa was one of the strongest kingdoms in eastern Indonesia, and Fort Somba was not only a place for protection, it was also a center of trade and government. Many foreign traders came to this place. Ships arriving carried spices and goods. People spoke different languages. The area was busy and full of life. Soldiers guarded the wall, and the leader made important decisions inside. Fort Somba was a symbol of power and success. It was strong, proud, and alive. But history was not always peaceful. In the 17th century, the Kingdom of Goa was fought against the Dutch VOC. The war was long and difficult. The people of Goa tried to defend their land. They were brave and strong. However, at the 1669, the Dutch defeated Goa, and the fort of Somba was destroyed. The walls were broken, and the fort is buried under the ground. Over time, people could not see it anymore. It disappeared, like it forgotten by the world. From a powerful center, Fort Somba became a silent soil. What a heartbreaking story to hear, right? But the story did not end there. Many years later, in the 20th century, the Fort Somba was rediscovered. The archaeologist team dug the ground and found the old brick walls. Slowly, the Fort Somba is returned. It was rebuilt as a historical site, and today, people can walk inside this fort again. When you stand there, you are standing where King once stood. You are standing where soldiers once protected their kingdom. A place that was once buried is now open for everyone to learn from. After centuries being a memories, the Fort Somba is rose again. Now, let me relate this story to our life. Sometimes we fail, sometimes we feel defeated by problems, and we may feel everything is destroyed. But Fort Somba there to teach us something important. Even if something falls, it can be raised again. Even if it is buried, it can be found again. Fort Somba was not just old bricks. It was a symbol of hope and courage. It reminds us how to stay strong even in hardship. So when you visit Fort Somba, do not just see the walls, see the spirit behind them, because its history teaches us how to become stronger in the future. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. That's all I can tell you about Fort Somba, and I hope the story of Fort Somba can inspire you in life. And thank you for listening. Stay